Then she asked me, could I? And I said, I lemon could.
Oh, wow, that was a good one.
Get it?
That was
Get
a
it?
good
'Cause
one.
lemon curd.
That's really
Heads up.
funny.
Yeah, man.
Suspicious
That's
movements
funny.
have been detected nearby.
Wow,
Roger
that was
that.
brilliant. That was brilliant.
Wait, it looks like there's something or someone approaching.
Huh. My men are the positions. Whatever that thing is not getting past us.
Come on! What are you waiting for? Attack him! Attack! Oh! Help! He's getting past us! He's
Is that a muffin?
Wait, you guys just got beaten by a freaking muffin? A muffin? Oh my god!
Salut, ladies and gentlemen. I've been working on a roguelite where instead of moving the characters with the traditional WASD keys, you actually have to grab the character away from danger and drop them on a safe spot. I've been working on this for about 12 days now, and here are all the things that I did in 12 days. But before that, for those of you that don't know what a roguelite is, it's basically just a roguelike without the permanent death, I think. And in my case, I'm actually making a bullet heaven roguelite. It's basically the opposite of a bullet hell. So instead of dodging enemy projectiles, the player's character generates the bullets to fight off waves of enemies. And that's it. I don't know what I'm doing. On day 1, I drew the first version of the main character.
What is that?
And implemented the drag and drop mechanic. On day 2, I worked on the art for the main character, Agent Muffin, a secret spy agent who happens to be a muffin. Yeah. I drew a prototype of the basic enemy and made some improvements to the drag and drop mechanic. On day 3, I added a pistol and a force field gadget, then I added 2 items, salt and pepper. I am so creative. Salt basically increases the strength of the special agent. Get it? Cause, you know, you need salt to make muffin, I think, and salt improves the muffin. Does that actually make sense? Hold up. And pepper increases the attack speed of the special agent. And I implemented one of the components that makes a roguelite, you know, a roguelite, which is the upgrade system or level up system, power up system. The enemies will drop soul gems, which the player could use to level up and get new weapons or upgrades, or power-ups, or stat boosters, or I added a pause screen and a result screen to display the player's stats after a run ends. I also added a health bar and a new character, Agent Brocky, baby, let's go. Oh my. But for now, I'm only gonna focus on Agent Muffin, since he's gonna be the all-rounder character. Anyway, for day 4, I spent most of the day just fixing some weird bugs, and I added weapon slots around Agent Muffin. On day 5, I created an enemy spawner. Right now, it's really basic and just spawns an enemy every 1.5 seconds. On day 6, I made it so the player can now move any weapon of their choice to a different slot. Why did I do this? I don't know, to be honest. I don't think there's any point to it except for customization. I mean, the gun's range starts from the position of the gun itself. If the player wants a specific gun to be on the right side instead of the left side, the player can do that, I guess. On day 7, I added a sniper rifle, a melee weapon called the Knuckle Sandwich. It's so creative. And medkits for healing. On day 8, the medkits were now sent by drones that would pop up from time to time. I don't know if this was a good idea or not, but it's working out pretty well so far. Okay, so, at this point of development, I noticed a potential issue. So basically, when I move my mouse really fast, the collision with the enemies don't get detected. I guess it has something to do with how Unity detects collisions. I think it's like every frame or something, and maybe the mouse is going too fast for every frame. I don't really understand why this is happening. Okay, I'm not smart enough. Initially, I thought this was gonna be a problem, but since the game isn't wave-based, it's actually time-based, I don't think I really need to worry about that, because this would actually put the player at a disadvantage, because the player needs to kill the enemies to get stronger. and prepare for the boss that would eventually appear. But then there was another problem. During a boss battle, the player could easily just do this to dodge the boss's attacks. And because of that, I decided to add a boss battle and see if the whole thing would even work. And it actually did. Anyway, it works. I think we'll get back to that later. Okay, it's fine for now. On day 9, I worked a little bit more on the boss and added some animations. On day 10, I just made some UI improvements. On day 11, I added 4 new items. And on day 12, I integrated some nice UI animations. I also displayed the image of the player's chosen special agent in the pause screen with a nice hologram effect. This effect took me so long to make because I had to use Unity shaders for the first time, which looked really scary at first, but now I think I'm starting to get it, kinda, maybe. So yeah, that's basically it. What is going on here? What the? Hold up. What? So yeah, that's basically it. As you can see here, I've made lots of visual changes. I've changed how the enemy looks. And I've added a couple of enemies. We're gonna talk about them later. The next thing I'm gonna work on is probably the enemy spawner. Let me know what you think about the game. Do you think it's gonna work? Or a terrible idea for a game? Now, if you would excuse me, I've gotta go drink milk directly from the carton. Thanks for watching. Look at him.